she's fashionably lean, and she's fashionably late. She'll never rank a scene, she'll never break a day. But she's no drag, just watch the...
All right, figured I'd make a video going over the differences in an M60 squad or team in 67 to later war, probably around 69. So we have an M60. This is Operation Chinook. We have an M60 gunner and the assistant, and we'll start with the assistant's kit.
All right, so decided to start with my kit first. First thing I got up here is my helmet. It's a long flap 64 contracted 12 cover on a rear seam World War II McCord shell, and I have a 67 P64 airborne liner in here. You see a lot of these in Chinook too, and they're very common with Marines in this time period. Moving down, I have a 1954 contracted nylon first pattern flak. It's a size large, very good condition. You see these throughout the entire war. You see a lot of them in Hue and Quezon as well. So it's a pretty cool, big item, you could say, to have for this operation. And then I have a cigarette case with just herbal cigarettes and post-war matches in them, but the case is 60s. I carry that in the upper flak pocket. Moving over here, I have an original t-shirt. It's just a regular issued one. Nothing crazy about it. Single stitch on the sleeves and at the bottom, and this is what the collar looks like. Stamp is gone, but moving down, I have a pair of 67 dated boxers. Nothing crazy, just standard underwear. Moving up, I have a third pattern poplin jungle fatigue jacket. All the tags are missing, so I don't know what it's dated, but probably 67 is my guess. A little display of what I'd be carrying in my pockets. In this pocket, I have 2 field dressings. Pretty standard, just a regular bandage. In this pocket, I have 2 plastic bags in case I need to waterproof anything. Because guys didn't have Chuhoy bags until about 1970, 71, around that time period. Moving up, in this top pocket, I have heating tablets that I use for my sea ration stove. Accessory packet. This is a post-war one, but it's got a lot of the contents in it. Water purification tablets. A roll of friction tape. Aspirin. Sea ration cigarettes, and a sea rat spoon in the pen pocket. Over here, I have a pen and a pencil. This Bic pen is an actual period one with the filled cap. And then moving over here, I have a pair of sunglasses. These are from the 40s, but they look very 60s. There's a lot of pictures of guys mid and later war wearing them. And I have a pair of glasses. They're work glasses, but they look similar to the Army issue ones. And moving down, I have my Sport Price Glory second pattern jungle fatigue pants. I have a lighter and a pocket knife in this pocket. Standard Marine trouser belt. Reproduction 66 contract insect repellent bottle. Pretty nice. I have a sweat towel in this pocket. And then in this bag, I have a book, comic book, and a bunch of letters, just to keep them dry in there. Moving down, I have a pair of standard Marine Corps blousing bands, because I don't have ties on the bottom of my pants. Black socks, see these a lot with Marines. They were Army issue, but like most things, Marines got a shit ton of Army issue stuff. And then my jungle boots are November 65 dated second patterns. Very salty, very cool boots. Sole's cracked, sucks. Tried to glue it back together, but yeah, they're cool. Not too worried about damaging them at events either. Moving down a little bit, this is an M7 bayonet for the M16, but we don't have a M6 bayonet for the M14, so this is just a stand-in for that. Moving over a little bit, I have my web gear set up. Pretty standard on a horizontal weave M61 belt. Got the earlier, shorter, fatter type of M61 pouches, specifically for the M14 magazine. 1945 Data Jungle First Aid Kit. Doesn't have the original contents, but I have a 66 Data Canteen and a 45 Data Canteen cup on top of a, I believe, 1945 Data Canteen cover. Another 66 Data Canteen on a 1951 Data cover. And then 2 more M61 mag pouches. This one is cool because it's graffitied, has 19 written on it, which 19 were in Chinook too. Moving up, I have 200 belted rounds for the M60 machine gun. These are blanks and they have the incorrect type of link, but it's a good stand-in to just show what these guys have been carrying. Moving up to start my pack stuff, I have a 50s leather hygiene kit. These you don't see that often and it's really big, so it's hard to pack in the M41, but you do see them and I like it because it keeps all of this fragile stuff from getting damaged. I have a 60s travel toothbrush container. Pretty standard, nothing crazy. This one's broken, which sucks, but not the end of the world. I have a just a modern toothbrush, but it looks like a 60s one. I have a shaving mirror, a soap dish. This brush can really just be a multi-purpose brush, whatever. Tweezers, nail file, scissors, an aftershave bottle or lotion or whatever you want to put in there, floss, a comb, and this little container for doodads or knickknacks or whatever other hygiene stuff you want. And that's all on a white Canon Huck towel from the 50s, just because I don't want to have to use the nasty sweat towel as a hygiene towel. Over here, I have a M43 E-tool and a 45 dated cover. Shovel is 44 dated. Still covered in dirt from the last event that I went to, but yep. I see Marines with these pretty much the entire war. Save the rifle for last. I have 2 shelter half ropes. You see these a lot, just as multi-purpose rope or tying shit to your lightweight or M41 in this case. Moving up, this is something that you see early to mid-war a lot with Marines. The most recent pictures I've seen of these in country is 68. So, but it's just a regular jungle sweater. These were carryovers from World War II. Moving over, this is a mid-World War II U.S. Navy raincoat. You see these a lot with Marines up until they start getting the private purchase ones that they were in Hawaii City. Moving over, I have just an extra pair of skivvies, a white t-shirt, which you do see with Marines mid-war, most commonly early to mid-war, and then just 3 pairs of black socks and a cushion sole OD pair. On the side of my pack, carrying another 66 data canteen and a 45 data canteen cover. Nothing crazy. Over here, I have an angle head without the guards, MX1 991U. Pretty standard flashlight, made by Fulton. Has the extra lenses in the bottom. Here I just have a spare accessory packet. It's a post-war one as well, but they really didn't change that much. Here I have, I don't know when it's dated, but probably it's post-World War II, really Korea. Transitional M41, really good shape. It's named under here. And then finishing off my impression, I just have some sea rations. Almost all of these are post-war, but yeah, not a super heavy load of food because they'd be resupplied. And then last thing is a WeTech M14, original stock, has an original heat shield as well. And then on here is just a M16 sling, but yeah, it's very, very good replica of an M14. But yeah, overall, that's my impression.
And now we're gonna move on to the M60 gunner. All right, so starting here, I have a rear seam swivel bail helmet with a, I believe it's a 67 dated twill cover. Yeah, 67 dated twill cover. I could be wrong on that. I genuinely forget. With a, it's a post-war liner, post-war airborne liner. I could have put a, I think I have a Vietnam liner that I could have put in here, but I don't really feel like tearing it apart. I'd have to, it's just a lot of work. But a Vietnam shell underneath, twill cover, just like an early setup. For the flak, I have a first pattern M55. And inside of here, I just keep a keep this bandage from a I got it out of an M3 bag, but so I keep that in this pocket here. Pretty nice flak, does the job. Moving over here, I just have a modern green T-shirt. It looks the part. I believe it's a Roscoe. I want to get an original one eventually to replace it, but you know, for now it looks right, especially when you have a jungle jacket on and all you can see is the very top of it and maybe like the bottom a little bit. Moving down, I have the same underwear. I'm actually borrowing his because I forgot to bring mine. So I'm just using these for the layout. So yeah, same thing. I think was it 67 dated? Yeah, 67 dated. Underwear. Moving over, I have a third pattern OG107. Third pattern OG107 USMC marked, named jungle shirt, whatever. Yeah, jungle jacket OG107 third pattern. In the top right breast pocket, I just have some. Definitely not 76 dated LSA oil for the M60. An almost empty roll of electrical tape. And then in this pocket, I have a bunch of, I have a period medicine bottle full of aspirin, some earplugs for the helicopters, or, you know, if it's getting loud, you know, gunfights, if you have the time to put them in if you want to. Just some medical wet-proof adhesive tape, which is period, and a cigarette spoon, the solid white kind you can't see through because that's accurate. Moving down, I have I believe these are first pattern OG107 pants with just a Marine trouser belt, same as that one. I don't think you can really date these, but I don't know, same thing. It's just a belt. In the left pocket, I just have some cowhide gloves. I think they're 50s, or they were made in the 50s. I don't know if these ones are 50s dated, but for, you know, digging or whatever. In this pocket, I have a cigarette case, and in it, I keep this pack of Chesterfields, which is usually filled with cigarettes I stole from my assistant. A Donald Duck Zippo that it lighted last night, trust me, and just a little period pocket knife. Over here, they're gonna be in the frame, so whatever, I'll just go over them. I forgot to move them. These are just some, I believe these are also, I don't know, whatever pattern, sateen OG107 pants. They're mint, pretty starched. I don't know, I'd probably throw these in the pack. I think I forgot to put them on the poncho, but it happens. Moving down, I have some third pattern Vibram boots, 11 narrows. They just got broke in. I broke them in right as, you know, LARP season ended, so they're not very weathered. Come springtime, they will be. I believe you see third patterns, second patterns would be better. I'm kind of copying a picture, which I'll show. And he had jungle boots, or else I'd be using some McNamara boots. Here I just have some Vietnam era socks. I think they're issue. They're kind of brown. One of them is longer than the other because I used it as a sea ration sock. But yeah, so they work. Here I just have just some regular Marine blousing bands that I surprisingly haven't lost. in like the year that I've had them. I guess we'll move over here to the belt setup. Again, kind of copying him from what I could see. You can only see one side. This is the side you couldn't see, so I just have a JFAC, I believe it's 67 dated. A earlier one would probably be more accurate. I don't have I just have a bunch of bandages in there. I would usually have purification tablets and, you know, that kind of stuff. And then a Carlisle bandage pouch with another bandage in there. You're just gonna have to use your imagination and say that this is an M61 belt. I can't find one for the life of me, and when I do, I have no money, so it's an M61 belt. And here I just have a 68 dated canteen in a 1910 canteen cover. I don't know when it's dated. It's pretty salty. Moving over, I have another 60 something dated canteen on a first pattern M56 canteen pouch. And I have a mag cell for the 45. Here I have a pair of extra large M56 suspenders. I believe they're first patterns. I just got them in trade and they actually fit, so that's pretty nice when you have a kit, I'd say. Here, just thrown on there. I didn't see him with one, which I don't know if it's farb to add something that somebody would need. I don't know. It's just a bandolier for the M60 with it's a dummy bandolier, I guess you could say. But there'd be about 100 rounds in one of those. Moving up to my pack contents, I have this waterproof bag, which I lifted off one of my friends. I have a little pocket Bible in there, some airmail envelopes, and a Playboy trifold, which I would unfold and show you guys, but I can't. Here's just a pen, period looking pen. Here's a picture from home of some chick from the 60s that I took out of an abandoned house. Thanks, Daniel. Moving over, I have some period lighter fluid still in there, and that's what I use in my Zippos. Might explain why it's not lighting, but you know, live and learn. Here I just have some issue black socks. Nothing really special about them. Same thing he has, definitely. Here's some more like personal type items. I have some 60s foot powder. One of them toothbrush holders. I have two toothbrushes in it. Both period looking, but they're both modern. Yeah. A razor. I think that's some type of aftershave stick, and some spare blades. This is a C-ration accessory pack, correct one with the cigarettes on it. I believe you can kind of, yeah, correct C-ration accessory packet, unopened. And just a couple of C-rations and peanut butter. And I would also just, if it fit, I have a 1-9 marked sweatshirt with my my name. It's just kind of graffitied marked whatever for 1st Battalion 9th Marines, Walking Dead. Up here we just have a transitional haversack. Again, I'm not sure the date on this one. It's kind of salty, but it's in really nice condition. And gets the job done. It's the only complete haversack I have. And actually on the picture, the guy had his 45 hanging off the side of the pack, which I thought was pretty interesting. So I figured I'd copy it. And it's also like one of the three M60 guys that you actually see in the footage, or pictures. So I thought he was the coolest one. He did have probably poplin pants, not OG-107s. I don't have those. I have ripstop, and I'd rather use OG-107s because they're better standing than ripstop jungle fatigues. And I guess lastly we have the M60, which I have put a lot of time into. I have a video on it. I need to make an updated video or re-upload that one. It is an A&K that I have probably put a lot of work into it. I don't know how many hours. Yeah, you can watch the other video if you want to see everything I've done. I put a period sight on it, tie wire, repainted it is the main thing. And actually inside, a little sneak peek of what I've been working on is some dummy internals to because I took the gearbox out to kind of give some longevity to the gun. So I've just been working on making some dummy internals. Here's a dummy bolt with dummy rails. And then on the side, you can kind of see I have a C ration, I guess not a C ration can, a mag bracket is what they're called. But you can put a C ration can on it. You really see that mainly with like later war Army guys. But I believe every gun was issued out with a bracket on there. But yeah, with that that out of the way, that kind of wraps up my kit. All right, so here's both kits for 1969 Taylor Common. And again, we're going to start with the assistant and then move on to the main M60 gunner.
All right, starting with me again, I have my helmet. This is a short flap cotton 65 or late 64 contract cover. It's a front seam swivel bell McCord. This one has Vietnam chin straps on it with the is it T15 ball release, I believe it's called. Liner is just a regular P65, 69 dated, I believe. 70 sweatband, but it looks really good because it's super salty. Yeah, you see less and less of the twill covers and airborne liners as the war progresses. Moving down, I now have a third pattern flag instead of a first pattern. In this pocket, I have a 1968 dated Poplin Boonie. A lot of Marines would have been carrying boonies by this time, but you still primarily see 8 points. They also would have had Ertl boonies by now. Top pocket, I have my Zippo, cigarettes, and pencil. And in this pocket, I have my bandages and my sunglasses. Moving over, I have the same t-shirt again. Just a regular green single stitch t-shirt. Underwear are the same. I'd be wearing my sweat towel around my neck now. Glasses are the same. Something that I've added is a early 60s West Clock watch with a thick leather band. These are very common to see later war period. These watch bands are very popular. I could have included it in the 67 part, but I don't have a correct watch band for it, so I just chose not to. In this cargo pocket, I just have some plastic bags. Nothing crazy. I could probably fix this to be more efficient with space, but yeah, I have C-Rat cigarettes, accessory packet, water purification for the C-Rat spoon in this pocket. In this pocket, I just have a bunch of other random crap. Bug juice, heating tablets, aspirin, tape, pen, pocket knife. That, I have the same bag with the letters and the book and everything. This is different, though. You start to see Marines with black belts like this. I've seen them as early as 67, but they either have the Army or the Navy pattern. This is an Army pattern, I believe. And then I have a Western W49 Bowie knife. This is a 68 production one. It's in a really nice shape. Still has a pretty damn sharp edge, too. Moving down, I completely forgot about that. That was in the pocket. Same pair of black socks. This time I have December 66 dated third pattern Vibram-Sole jungle boots. Third patterns would have been the most common type of jungle boot that you see by now with the Vibram-Sole. Have the same leather hygiene bag. Moving down, I now have an M17 gas mask. This is a really early bag. M17 marked. M17A1s didn't come out until 1970 and were not used in Vietnam. And then this is the mask, 62 dated, made by Firestone. in very good shape. You see these either being worn around the leg or draped off a pack. It really just depends on personal preference. Hygiene stuff is still the same. Still in the same towel, shaving mirror, brush, soap dish, toothbrush and container, aftershave bottle, comb, whatever this thing is, scissors, nail file, and dental floss container. Here I have sea rations. This is all of the ones I have, but as if you couldn't tell by now, guys would have been just carrying so much more stuff at this point in the war, so I have as many sea rations as I can possibly have, because guys, you know, they weren't constantly being resupplied. Web gear is a lot different. I have one second pattern M56 magazine pouch. In the mag pouch, I have 4 magazines for the M16. I have 3 first pattern M56 canteen covers, all with 66 data canteens. This one has a the 45 data cup in it. Marines would have just started to get second pattern M56 canteen covers by this point, but most common are first pattern. I now have the M7 bayonet, same one as before, but now it's accurate to have one since I have an M16, not an M14. And then here I have a April 67 data bandolier, with 7 original magazines. These ones are loaded with ammo, so it gives it a nice weight. Underneath that, I also have another, it's a post-war bandolier, but it also has magazines in it, bringing my total up to 18 magazines. Moving over, I have a 200 round M60 or 308 ammo can, full of ammo. And then I just have a 100 round belt out of the can for ease of access. And all of my web gear is on a vertical weave pistol belt, so first pattern. Moving over, I have, this is more of the stuff I'd be carrying in the lightweight, which I'll get to. On the side, I'll be carrying a 44 data jungle first aid kit. You see the 67 pattern, but you still see the World War II ones a lot. 4 canteens. These can go in the pockets, go in a carabiner. You can put them on the cargo straps. It really doesn't matter. Just as much water as you can carry. Same M43 E-tool, just out of the cover now because it's a pain in the ass to put a cover on a lightweight, so guys would just shove them in the straps. Moving up here, I have the same shelter half ropes. I have 4 of them this time though, just because guys would have been tying bigger hooches, and you know, you need more rope for the lightweight or whatever to tie the ammo can to it. Just a stripper clip guide for the M16. Nothing crazy. M16 cleaning kit with all of the brush, the board cleaner, the rod, and then in here I have LSA oil, patches, and a board cleaner bottle. Moving over, same flashlight. I have 2 smoke grenades now though. These are both post-war, but it gives you a good substitute for what a wartime M18 would look like. So since we're here, go over the lightweight now. I have a P65 lightweight mid-mounted bag. It does have 2 of the same shoulder straps on it. I need to get one of the quick release ones, but yeah, that's how the bag is mounted. 68 data bag. The frame was made by Hunter. It's in really nice shape. And then I have just 2 cargo straps finagled in here down at the bottom. Marines really would have started to get lightweights a lot more common in 68. You do see them early war though, but very rarely. By this point in the war, Marines had a lot easier access to lightweights, so they'd use them. But you do see just standalone packs and pack boards and Arvins still. Moving down, I have a collapsible 5-gallon water bladder, as I call it, a water cube, because that's a water cube. You see these a lot in Taylor Common and Dewey Canyon as well. They're more of a late war thing. Earlier war, they had the 2-gallon ones. Something very interesting is a M67 2-quart. There's a picture of a guy in Taylor Common with one of these, which is really cool. And he has it on the strap, so I had the carrying strap for it. It's a 68 dated cover with the 68 dated bladder in it. And pretty much near mint condition. Yeah, this is a very iffy thing because there's 3 pictures I know of Marines with these, but in the entirety of the Vietnam War. But I just thought it'd be something cool to throw in there since I have one. Moving up a little bit more, I have a 67 dated pneumatic air mattress. You see these pretty much the entire war as well, but they're a lot more common late war, especially with Marines. A lot of GIs would have been carrying jungle hammocks by now because they hated these things, but yeah, it's not bad, just this one leaks. I get about 2.5 hours and then I'm on the ground. Same rain jacket. See these a lot in Taylor Common as well. I believe one of the guys in one of the pictures, which we'll show, had an Army rain jacket, but most commonly still would have been the Navy ones and the type that they had in Hawaii City. And then going over the rest of the stuff I'd be carrying in the lightweight, I have my ERDL top. Is a 68 dated Ripstop Ertl jacket in really nice shape. I'm not wearing it. A lot of the guys in Taylor Common are not wearing fatigue jackets, so just cram that in the lightweight. I have, once again, just an extra pair of skivvies. Same thing as before. Moving over, socks. I have a few pair of black ones, and then these green ones, which there's a lot of variety of socks as well. It's just something you have to deal with a war this long. A new piece of gear Marines would have been getting is sleep shirts. This was part of the M67 gear family. They would have just started to get them in late 1968, going into 1969. Most common in 69 though, and 70. This one's 69 dated. Size small. More of a comfort item, I guess you'd say, is a pair of old OG 107 pants cut into shorts. There's a couple really cool pictures of guys with these cut into shorts, including a guy with the cut divisional sweater, which we did show. Not from Taylor Common, but just a cool picture. Same white t-shirt as before. There are a slew of guys wearing these in Taylor Common. So you see white, green, and greenish blue, and a ton of variety in t-shirt color. Something interesting that not a lot of people know Marines wore in Vietnam is the M2 button-up flannel wool shirt. I believe these were more of a stopgap item between the jungle sweater and the morale divisional sweaters that you do see a lot. I have one. It hasn't arrived yet. If it had, it would be in this impression, but we can put up a picture of a guy wearing one and then the one that I got. But yeah, these are quite common around this time. 67, 68, 69, 70, even 71. And then lastly, but least, is a center seam Ertl poncho liner. This one's missing the tag, but you can see the center seam there. It's the pattern is still very vibrant. That's where the tag would have been. Probably 68 or 69 dated. Marines would have started to get these in earliest picture I've ever seen of a Marine with one is October '67, but he was recon. So, and then lastly, we have a M16A1 clone that my friend Hayden built. Pretty damn cool. All M16s would have had these DoD stamps, but they wore off. So if you see them, they're usually new rifles. But magazine in there. Original furniture. Upper parts kit. Here's the other side. A2 profile lower, but he's working on replacing that. And then, but yeah, that does it for my 1969 Assistant M60 kit.
All right, so for the machine gunner kit, it's a lot of the same stuff. Not a lot has changed. I don't have a lot of stuff to change. I would have liked to change the helmet cover. I have a nice non-twill graffitied one that I don't have that cover on a helmet, or I would have brought it up. But yeah, so just imagine that that's not a twill cover, and it's just like your regular salty Mitchell cover. I did add an inner tube band. It's kind of hit or miss. Taylor common and late war in general. 68 are pretty common, but early war and late war is a little more common to just see nothing. But yeah, I just figured I had one, I'd throw it on there. Same first pattern and LSA in the pocket. Moving over, I just have the same Rothko shirt. Nothing's changed with that. Same watch as the last time. I forget if I mentioned it or not, but just like a regular, I think it's 90s. Looks the part. Same boxers. They haven't changed. What has changed though is I have some ripstop jump fatigue pants, third patterns, with a M17 bag leg strap as a belt. In this pocket I have cigarettes, a lighter, and some matches. This pocket I have like a multi-tool, folding tool, the same pocket knife, and I put the foot powder in this pocket now. In this leg pocket I just have the same gloves, cowhide work gloves. But over top of this pocket and on the leg would be an M17 gas mask. You saw one over there. Same thing. This is just a later bag without the W gas sign on it. In this pocket I have some more first aid type items. A couple of C-ration toilet papers, same adhesive tape, same bandage as a flak pocket. And then this, it's like a wax bandage. I've never seen one. It came in an M3 bag. So I just figured I'd throw it in the pocket. And then, well, that's part of the ruck, but that's just a towel, sweat towel, cut up. Moving down, same third patterns, Vibrams, same socks, same blousing bands. And I guess moving from that, we'll go to the rucksack. All right, so this is an Arvin rucksack mounted on a lightweight frame. This is a P68 frame. I highly doubt, because I'm self-aware, I highly doubt Marines would have P68s in 69. So you're just gonna have to use your imagination and think that it's a P65 frame, and P64 if you're feeling frisky. But I mean, I'm not using any of the P68 features, I guess you could say. So the only real difference in is just the riveted, or the different whatever these are. They're still riveted, they just don't wrap. And I'm not using the lower horizontal guides. But this is P68 frame. I'm not sure the date on the Arvin. It doesn't have an X frame, so I do have the lightweight cargo straps there to kind of give it support. Still using original lightweight shoulder straps. because the one's for the Arvin. I probably could have figured out a way to just use the Arvin shoulder straps, but this is the easiest and quickest way. I figured that's what guys would prefer to do in the field. On the side, same J-Fac. Just didn't really have room on the belt. Figured I'd just throw it on the pack. I just have filler in the pack right now. Nothing really period. I mean, I don't know. I think there's like a pair of fatigue pants as filler, but that's just to kind of show what it looks like on the frame. 100 round belt. On this side, I have a 1-quart canteen in a first pattern. Oh shit, no, it is a first pattern, yeah. And a first pattern M56 cover. And another canteen. They probably would have had two. The picture I saw, they had two, and they were just hooked around the bottom of the frame like that, but it's kind of hard to set on the ground. And I don't have another canteen right now, so. Moving down, I have my my ripstop jungle jacket, which that would just be in the ruck, nothing special. Third pattern ripstop jungle jacket. A couple of GP straps, a newer one and a saltier one. Just whatever you use a general purpose strap for. Same socks. There's a big area of dead space here where I would probably have more I guess undergarments as far as underwear and socks, but just didn't bring a whole lot up with me. I guess I wasn't thinking, and it's cold outside. I don't feel like getting more. Same lighter fluid. I do have a thing of Tabasco, church key. This is a Chuhoy bag, probably Farb, but just imagine it's a I don't know, like a bandage bag or something, full of period matches, some C-rat matches. As far as C-rats, I have all my C-rats, and they would all probably go in one of the front pockets of the Arvin. So yeah, 3 C-rations worth of rations. Wow, how many times can I say rations? Down here, I also have 3 original accessory packets. This one is unopened. You can still see the outline of the cigarette. So it's like the end of a Pokemon episode. Which one's it going to be? I don't know because I'm not opening. Here's 3 spoons, 1 opened and 2 still in the wrappers. Dirt and jars. They're worth like $1 a piece. Moving over, I have these period cough drops. Well, the cough drops aren't period, but the Boxerin is. Just keep them in there. I don't know. I don't think you're going to catch a cold in Vietnam, but you can just eat them. I eat them. I'm an animal. Here's a period soap container with soap in it. Toothbrush, same toothbrush is in there. The aspirin. Most of the hygiene type stuff would be going in this leather hygiene shaving kit I have with a period razor, same one, same shading stuff. Vaseline, the comb. I have my earplugs up here too. Same picture. That I don't know. That'll probably go in a pocket somewhere. Same personal items here as far as the Bible, the trifold, the letters, all in that plastic bag. I got a pen, and I got this again out of a M3 bag. Just a little medical info on artificial respiration. So it just kind of shows you how to get somebody breathing again. Probably not the best thing to have that buried in your pack, but whatever. Just imagine it's in a pocket somewhere. Here I just have some period-looking gum that I did not buy at a Cracker Barrel. And these aren't period Ziploc bags. The Ziploc bags from the 60s that I've seen have the they're not blue and green up here. They're just all clear. But yeah, I just have a bunch of repro C-ration accessories in here with the actual, the ones that are have salt in them, the ones that have sugar in them. I also have a bunch of modern chiclets and apparently some fucking mites in there too, and some charms. Charms are the currency on during events. I buy the grocery store out of them before events, and they're all eaten by the end. Moving down, I have an airmail notebook. Nothing fancy, just made it myself, as you can see. A period book. I don't know, I think it's 69 or 70. Probably look it up and I don't know, IMDb it or something. Here's some period playing cards. Nothing really special about them. A TWA notebook, which I think is pretty cool. I believe TWA were some of the charters for bringing troops into the country for Vietnam. Yeah, I think it was TWA, but I believe there are a couple airlines. Moving down, I have two M60 bandoliers, same dummy one as I talked about last time, except now there's two. And second to last here is the web gear, which actually kind of got smaller, I think. I can't really remember. I have a 1910 canteen setup on the left. I have an M7 bayonet here as a fighting knife, obviously. There's no bayonet lug on an M60, as much as I wish there was. Over here I just have a 45, not on my haversack this time, it's on my belt, like God intended. And my mag cell for it. I didn't put everything on there because I didn't feel like it. So yeah, that would just kind of go on there, and then I'd leave dead space in the back for the rucksack. And then last but not least, you just have the gun again, same M60, didn't change because I can't afford to change the M60 every time I want to change years. But what I can do, I have this is the early stock. I could sit here and make this video 3 hours long talking about different M60 parts. If I wanted to be more accurate, the sling swivel will be on top for anything really past 68, but here it's on the lower, kind of set up for a Marine gun. But yeah, so I mean that's the M60 kit for Taylor Common. Pretty stark difference comparative to I believe Chinook 2. Way more gear, especially for something closer to a standard rifleman over there who you know, isn't carrying a 25-pound gun, can carry way more weight, a lot more stuff. But yeah, that's the video.
Inside a plastic box, she looks 20